Do I have any Toastmasters in the audience? Raise your hand if you're a member of Toastmaster. Okay, so you're going to be my timekeeper because time is of the essence and I like to follow directions. So I want to make sure I do what I've been ordained to do and I'm going to manage that time. I have my timer, but you're my designated timekeeper. So today what we are going to talk about, the essence of education being the secret to success. And I want you to let that resonate with you for a moment. The essence of education is the secret to success. Because oftentimes people don't appreciate, they don't honor, and they don't value the education that they have. Each of us sitting in this room has had a great teacher that has trained us and taught us how to read the words in the programs that we currently have. If it were not for a teacher, whether that person was an educator by trade, whether it was grandma, mama, whoever it was, they taught you the letters of the alphabet. They taught you that those letters made sounds, and when you put those letters together, those letters make words, and when you put those words together, they form sentences. So when I speak about the essence of education for all my degreed folk in here, because sometimes all us degreed folk, we get on a high horse. And we think because we have degrees, as the young folk would say, that we're all of that. Well, the young folk in the room could care less if we have degrees. The young folk in the room want to make sure that the education we are providing them with is a quality and sound education. If it's not quality and if it's not sound, it's not preparing them and providing them what they need. And education is nourishment for your soul. It should fill you up. Like the food you are eating right now, your education should fill you up. It should be able to sustain you for a long period of time. And once you have an education, nobody can take it from you. You've got to fully understand the value of your education. See, the Reverend Doctor, as my grandmother would call him, Dr. Martin Luther King, he taught us sound practices and principles. And he has left us a legacy. And I ask you today, are you living the legacy, or are you just here to enjoy this meal? Because I want you to let that resonate. And you'll keep hearing me say resonate. Because see, some of us, we wear masks. And the mask needs to come off. Because we have a grave responsibility. And that responsibility is to make sure that you're walking into your greatness, fulfilling your purpose, and living your destiny. You cannot allow anybody to define you. You need to define yourself. And oftentimes we allow other people to define us. Understand who you are. Appreciate where you come from. Because if you don't know where you come from, you don't have any idea where you are going. Don't forget the trials and tribulations that you are currently going through. You have to learn how to weather the storm. That's what those trials and tribulations are. They are preparing you for the journey that you continue to walk on. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to fully understand what your education provides you. It provides you with options. I want you to think for a minute if you didn't have the capacity or the ability to read. That should really make you think right now. Because there are some individuals that don't know how to read. They have difficulties reading. Your education afforded you that opportunity. Your education also afforded you the opportunity to think. That's why we have a brain. Remember, it is a muscle. And if you don't exercise that muscle, my. Anybody in here hasn't been exercising in a mighty long time, you know what happens. Okay? For us older women in the room, once you reach a certain age, you know, the plateau kind of goes kapoof, okay? Now, I just have good genes from my mom and my grandmama and my great-grandmama, so I might look young, but I'm not there anymore, okay? I fully accept that and walk into that. See, this is 46 years of greatness, because when my mother and father got together, they created a powerful being. See, I know who I am. I know what I'm about. And I know my purpose and what I am put here to do. So I need you to understand what you are about, what your purpose is, and what you are put here to do. Each one of us has a gift. The gift is unique and it has been bestowed upon you. And your education helps you understand what that gift is. What is your gift? For example, one of my aunts has a wonderful gift, the gift of baking. Yes, she makes the best peach cobbler in the world, hands down. Now I know some of you may think, no, your aunt's peach cobbler is not that delicious. Let me explain to you how delicious it is. When we have family gatherings, everybody is waiting, and look how I'm looking, because I can just taste the peach cobbler now. Everybody is literally waiting because she can't put it out yet. Because when she brings the peach cobbler out and she sets it down, I promise you, in 60 seconds or less, it is gone. That's how good it is. So the gift of baking has been bestowed upon her to nourish our tummies. The peaches, you can taste the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the butter. Oh my God, butter is just delicious. Now, that is her gift. What is your gift? What is it? Do you realize what your gift is? Students in the audience, do you understand what your gift is? Don't listen to people when they tell you don't go to school. Go to school. Learn. Because your education is going to help you engage in critical thinking skills. That is a skill set we are currently losing in America. People are not able to engage and think critically. We believe anything anybody says and is right in front of us, and we know it is false. Or as we have this new lingo, it's an alternative fact. Where did that come from? I want us to think about that for a minute. Where did it come from? So again, look at your education. What opportunities has it afforded you? What options do you have where you might not otherwise have those options? It opens doors for you. Literally, it does. It opens doors. You're able to position yourself in different ways. You're able to, just for example, the chancellor, phenomenal gentleman, had the opportunity to sit with him, talk with him. He interviewed me. I told him he has a wonderful radio voice, so he knows this is something that he should be doing. He might not realize that that's one of his many gifts, but he's using the gift. And the individuals that he brings on the show is providing the community with options and opportunity. Are you taking advantage of the opportunities that your education is affording you? Are you looking at your education through a lens of developing and enhancing your character? Because character development is key. You can have a lot of education and know absolutely nothing. I want you to think about an individual like that, because some of us know a lot of educated folk and they don't have common sense. They real educated, but they don't have common sense. We've got to think about what type of life and what type of legacy we want to leave for the individuals that are coming behind us. Each one of us has a grave responsibility, and that responsibility is to be the best that you can possibly be. As I said earlier, step into your greatness and walk into it. You got to strut with it. You got to just look out in the audience. You can't be afraid of what life has to offer you. And sometimes we kind of, hold our head down. We're not confident. Be confident in yourself. When you get up in the morning, Chancellor, I'm going to pretend that you're my mirror. You got to look in the mirror and say, welcome to success. Today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be an outstanding day. I love myself. I love what the world has to offer me. And I'm going to do the best that I can possibly do so that I can be the best that I am. And you may say, really? Affirmations are key. They work. They work. The blueprint has been laid. It's been laid. All you have to do is follow the blueprint. Your education is a blueprint for success. It's a tiny bit secret, and it shouldn't be a secret. But for some of us, you got to really open that secret and use it. It shouldn't be a secret for anybody. It's a blessing. It's an honor and a privilege to be educated. And again, when I say educated, simple. Read, write, think, speak. If you don't have the capacity to do that, you're limited. And you have to go back to the drawing board and think about what it is that you need to do to make your life and your situation better. How are you going to walk into your greatness? What are you going to do to make sure that you continue this journey, and as you continue this path and as you're on this journey, that when those times come where you have to weather the storm, that you know how to weather the storm? Because I promise you, as Grandma always says, joy does come in the morning. And you have to believe that. Struggle is real, but struggle prepares you for opportunities, and it prepares you for your destiny. Nobody can take anything that has been ordained and bestowed upon you. And don't allow anybody to tell you that they can. What's for you is for you. It might not happen today, but it will happen. If you fall down, get back up. It's simple. It's very simple. We make things hard, and it need not be hard. It need not be hard. As I demonstrated to you, just stand tall, stand proud. That's the legacy that Dr. King has bestowed on all of us. Own your truth. Own it. Don't be ashamed about anything that is going on in your life. Like I said, remember your past, because your past brings you to the present, and the present transcends you to the future. If you don't know where you come from, you have no idea where you are going. Don't only survive, but thrive. Take advantage of the opportunities that are laid in front of you. All of us are sitting at tables with different individuals. Get to know these individuals. Rub elbows. Network. That's opportunity. Are you taking advantage of the opportunities? Students, are you taking advantage of the opportunity that the university has bestowed upon you? Not just your education. You can go all over the world. I don't know if you're aware of that. With the university. Look how I'm smiling. It is a joy. It is a joy. They will help you think outside of the box. They will team you up with individuals that help you walk into your greatness. People want you to succeed, because if you're succeeding, they succeed. It's a team effort. We work together. The formula is very simple, and I ask that you simply follow it. Be the best that you can possibly be. Sometimes you may be down. Sometimes you might not feel like getting up. But get up. You have great work ahead of you. And the work will not be done unless you do the work. You have to do the work. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Complaining gets you absolutely nowhere. Look how I'm looking. Look at my facial expressions. Listen to the tone of my voice and body language. If something is not the way you think it should be or it should be, you have to take action to make it right. Nothing I'm saying to you is complicated, but are you willing to take responsibility and do what it is that you need to do to be the best that you can possibly be, and take advantage of the education that is bestowed upon you today? I ask you that question. Everybody stand up. And repeat after me, and say it with passion, say it with conviction. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. You can be the best. You will walk into your greatness, and you must take responsibility for being the best that you can possibly be. I'm Dr. Shonta Smith, the essence of education, and remember, that is your secret to success. Thank you.